What I like to see is a level of attention to detail however close you get to a building. In fact, if you look at the work, just the projects that I put in for Western Living, they're all completely different. And the only thing that's similar is our complete attention to detail. Some architects decide on a style and that's the way they can become known for a specific style, whereas my interest is more in the site. For the first few hours of designing this in our office, Suman Lee and I were working at this, and I suddenly drew a leg and realized that if it only had that one leg, it would be very dramatic. So I actually low-keyed the other structure by having the water slide, that's now only a dry slide, coming down to be the structure that holds up the rest of that wing. So it looks like it's just one big leg holding it up. And so that was a moment where I thought, oh yes, here, that wasn't me, that was something coming from somewhere else.
We're pretty pragmatic pair of people. If our projects can generate any kind of poetic qualities, that's because we start in an extremely pragmatic sort of place. The set of ponds that are really the part of the entry sequence of the Esquimalt house, those really came from a place where we were trying to figure out how to deal with a site condition that was really less than ideal, and it's a condition that you see over and over again on steep sites.
If you can name a complication, it's like we have it. For us, really, just having anything that ends up with moments is exciting.
Never considered myself necessarily a designer. I started it 10 years ago with my children, and I started making clothes for them, and it has kind of grown into a lot. I lean towards clean lines, but it has to be really comfortable. It's going to be worn, and it's going to be washed, and it's going to be thrown in heaps. So working with a lot of super soft fabrics, organic bamboos and cottons. You want the kids to love their clothes and not want to take them off and only live in your clothes. Like, I will only wear redfish!
In the past, I've just designed products and other companies have developed them. So in this case with Anlight, when we started our own company, we of course had to design what we wanted. A few pieces this year were the button light and the slab light, which are two lights that I self-produced with Anlight. Designing for other companies in the past, you sort of design the ideal thing and then they work out what's possible on their end, production-wise, cost-wise. It's one thing just to make a prototype and it's one thing just to make a design and then charge whatever it costs. But trying to make a product that you can sell multiples of has definitely been the biggest learning curve this year.
It's really just about exhibiting some of our local materials around here and from around the world and basically exposing the history of the material. This is derived from the fluted base of a western red cedar tree stump. But then it's infilled basically with an organic resin. If you look at how 99% of the world uses cedar, it's all in a flat cut. As soon as you start cutting it across the grain, you're actually getting some amazing new views into the tree, into the life of the tree. A lot of the pieces that I'm working on now they're up to 1,200 years old, and that's where the bloom panels and headboards and all that have become a real great focus for me because they're just storytellers.